But I was still wondering, how can magnetic thermal keyboards still compete on specs? The ES68 from Qingqing in front taught me a lesson. It directly surpassed Youshang's 16K return and reached 32K, far ahead of its peers. After experiencing it for a while, what I want to say is, besides the so-called 32K kill rate, this ES68, other aspects of his performance are also commendable. There are quite a few unique features. This is considered the most polished and textured among the current pioneers. The product with the highest actual user experience. Let's take a look together. Currently, there are 3 versions based on color options, each offering 2 switch options: Shadow Warriors, Silver Moon Knights, and Star Swordsman. Personally, I still think the Silver Moon Knight looks cooler, with an extra weight of 1619G. Excluding footcuts, the total height is about 17.5 meters, with a fixed income slope of around 6 degrees. From the front, it can be said to incorporate elements that are popular on the market. After the precision decorative strip above is powered on twice, the onboard layer count and the single right lock state are displayed respectively. The previous model below needs no further explanation. It's also a classic. It's worth mentioning that there's also an RGB ambient strip below. Lighting atmosphere, feeling emotional. The value is quite generous. The side panels consist of 3 panels, assembled from aluminum, giving a very premium feel. This keyboard has dual interfaces with a toggle switch in the middle. The side buttons are the board switch button and the short press the mute and long press to open the outward drive button. The decorative strips on the top and front also work very well together. The overall quality can be said to surpass its price range. Of course, the back also has a very cool patchwork style. Inca's character logo series handles everything without any issues. MIUI Knight is a PC cap featuring the character of the 5-sided fog penetration class. The touch is quite comfortable. Paired with the shell, this parrot-style feel is very streamlined. The main feature is the Jia Dalong Porcelain Pro Ultra Mirror Panel. The Tsiu Pro is still very authoritative. It can be said to be the pioneer of the rush to porcelain tower. This time, the Ultramirror board sound remains muffled and smooth. After getting started, you can feel a bit less lubricating. It's not as easy to get a dud as before. The only issue is the feel, which is a bit lacking. It feels soft to the touch, low emotional intelligence, and just pulls a bit of steaminess. Let's listen to the next tune. This keyboard is really well padded, so it collapses. Next is the EVA's light-blocking cotton and the sandwich cotton under the ISP shaft. The PD input PCB remains a lattice structure. The unique type of screw fixation with internal elasticity is EVA blackout cotton. This part protrudes and hits the keyboard. It serves as a buffer. Internal combat does not directly come into contact with metal surgery, further optimizing the feel. As the world's first controller to support 32 repetition count keypads, 2.03mm aluminum appearance. How should I put it? I deliberately don't use it, but having it is still very satisfying. The main focus is suction satisfaction, but the trigger conditions are quite strict. First, download the client's driver. Second, use original cables. Try not to connect to external hubs or similar connections. Other features include a 256K scan rate with an RT accuracy of 0.001. This is the motion scanning technology and adaptive calibration of the PCB. This performance is basically the current T0T. There's not much to say about it. The drive is also an upgrade. The Hub 3.0's web driver. There is a preview of the exterior color for the corresponding color, and internal input adjustments are also quite convenient. Currently, it supports many popular switches on the market. There are also presets for this professional player to choose from. It must be said, the progress driven by this entanglement is still visible to the naked eye. After all, last year was still very rough. I personally can accept the current texture. What about the shortcomings experienced by that person? First is the pre-production model, because there is a dividing light at the bottom. The height and slope inevitably feel a bit awkward. Of course, this also depends on personal usage habits. Next is the switch. To be honest, it's already 2006. Zero really can't be hyped up, although the voice is pleasant, but the fleshy feeling at the bottom is definitely uncomfortable. However, the drive supports many switches, and you can also swap switches yourself. Who will give you short form and stylish keycaps? There's also a keyboard storage bag. Actually, I think this price is quite reasonable. If you don't look at the brand and just look at it alone, this keyboard is definitely a Qian product priced around the 1,000 yuan level. But for force makers, cost effectiveness is a must. That's all for this issue. If videos are helpful, please follow and see you next time. 886.